here at the CCA workbench, and we're certainly hummingbirds off the deep end, and this probably is the deepest species of the 26 that we talk about when it comes to fishing for swordfish. So Randy, you know, there's guys fish for them in the daytime, they fish for them at nighttime. What's the difference?
Oh, there's a huge difference. You know, if you're going to fish during the day, just for example, you got to prepare and you have to rig totally different than you would at night. And you're fishing in 1,700, 1,800 feet of water with one rod usually, a lot of lead, 10 to 12 pounds depending on the current, and a long leader. And you're getting that bait down near the bottom. These fish are from the bottom up maybe 300 or 400 feet is where they're living. So as you're drifting, you know, your bait's down and you're drifting to the north, the Gulf Stream's running northeast. So you're going that direction, but your bait is out in front of the boat. So your bait's ahead of the boat, and you're trying to keep that line vertical. It's a job for one person driving the boat, another one watching the rod. And when you get a bite from a swordfish that depth, you don't see much of anything, just a little bit of tapping on the end of the rod like you saw when we caught your fish.
Right.
So the daytime fishing's a whole lot different than at nighttime. Nighttime, you're drifting. You have multiple rods. You can fish as many as 6 rods, live bait, squid, you know, various things at different depths.
Using a light to attract them, bring them
Yeah,
up.
hydroglow light. You know, these green lights work really cool. I've had bait come up to them, and turtles and dolphin and all kinds of stuff at night. And really, you want the boat dark at night, so you're keeping the light down. And the green light gives off just enough so you can see. And then your rigs are a little different. You know, your leaders are short. You're not fishing as much lead. You're fishing Lindgren Pittman lights, which are, there's disco lights, there's blue lights, there's green lights, there's all these different things. And guys are pretty particular on what light works best for them. And, you know, it's a combination of things that you put on your line, on your rods, and you're catching them in the upper part of the water column, which is really cool. And you can stand up with these fish and use a harness and a fighting belt, and you don't have to have an electric reel, which is big.
So in either case, though, the bait portion of the rig, whether you're fishing daytime or nighttime, that doesn't change much, right?
Well, it does. Like, for example, this would be a bait you would use during the day. You know, notice it's not big. It's not a bulky bait. You've got to have a skirt in front of it so it swims through the water.
Right.
Remember, you're going 2 or 3 knots on average when that bait is down near the bottom, so that bait has to swim. It can't spin. You won't get a bite. Right. Same type of leader, but the nighttime you're going to fish a squid. You're going to fish a live bait, a blue runner, because you're going very slow. So you can use different baits. So the baits are going to change a little bit, but during the day, you definitely want that strip bait. You want something that's tough where they can hit it and not pull it off.
All right, so any size hook you like better over another size?
I've had more success on 9.0s and 10.0 hooks than I would a 12.0.
We using a J hook or we using a circle hook?
J hook mostly
right.
on those, because here again, you're not setting the hook on them. It's more getting the bite in the rod holder. The rod holder's kind of doing it. When that pressure comes, it's gonna hook them. Sometimes you foul hook them.
Now, you were telling me before the show got started, Randy, about some crazy stuff about what's this trolling for swordfish now we're doing in the Keys?
It's not, well, it's happening in a lot of places. Guys are going at night, and the drifting has gotten poor because it's hard to get a bite,
right.
You know, the old-fashioned way. So guys are rigging up like they're marlin fishing with lures, and they're trolling. They're putting a spread out at night. They're trolling around in the areas 1,600, 1,800 feet, and they're catching swordfish on the surface trolling at night.
Come on.
Oh, yeah. Brandon Mueller's doing it. Bouncer Smith is doing it in Miami. You know, these guys go out and they've been doing this. And, you know, the swordfish are probably in the upper part of the water column at night anyway. And we're drifting, and you're really a needle in a haystack. You could be a quarter mile inside or outside where those fish are laying. You never get a bite. So when you're covering ground, you troll right over top of them.
All right, so if a guy's at home watching, he's thinking about going sword fishing for the first time, what are you gonna tell him to increase his odds?
Well, first off, he's got to choose how to prepare. You're going to go daytime or nighttime. And then you want to get your tackle in order, because you have to have the right tackle in order to be successful. So to try to skimp on not enough weight, or skimp on not the right leader or not the right bait, it's really a disadvantage. You're not saving anything. You're going to waste your time. Spend the money, buy a good outfit, buy braided line, and rig up properly to go daytime. If you're going to go nighttime, same thing. Rig up 4 or 5 rods, You know, get set up with your leaders, have everything ready to go, and give yourself a fighting chance when you go do it. Buy some live bait on the way out.
You know another proven method? Call you.
They can call me, we'll go catch one. No doubt about it.